Hey yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra. Today I'm going to take you through a really yummy, slow flow, full body yoga stretch. So do have 2 blocks with you for this practice, and we're going to start in a child's pose with a side bend. So wide-legged child's pose, big toes together, knees pretty far apart. Instead of folding straight down in front of us like we normally would for child's pose, you're gonna walk your hands over to the left side of your mat and reach out as long as you can through the right fingertips as you fold down. Letting your forehead rest on the mat and taking some deep breaths here. And let your hips melt down towards your heels. And really lengthen out through the right side of your waist. 5 breaths right here. And very gently walk your palms, your chest, your head all the way to the other side, over towards the right side of your mat. Reach out as long as you can through the left fingertips. Keep pushing into your left hip so it doesn't lift off of the legs and just melt down here. Let your inhale be just as long as the exhale. Letting it travel all the way down to low belly. And come all the way back to center. We're going to lift up tabletop pose on hands and knees. Coming into thread the needle. Palms under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Reach your right arm up to the sky, open your chest, and then exhale, thread the arm underneath you. Let your ear and shoulder come down to the mat or to a block. Just push a little into that left palm to twist a little deeper. Push into your left palm to come back, tabletop pose, and we'll switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it under, shoulder and ear come down to the mat, and you can push into your right hand this time. Draw your navel in towards your low back. Push into your right palm, lift back up. And simply curl your toes underneath you and let your hips rock back onto your heels. So a deep toe stretch here, toe squat. You can reach your arms all the way forward and up and then to the sides and back. So just big circles with the arms here. Take one more like this. And then reverse the direction of your circles. So arms can go as far back as you can get them, forward and down. 2 more. And let's release. We're going to come into our first downward dog, but make sure you have your blocks on their highest level to the outer edges of the mat. And then curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Make any movements and adjustments here that feel good in your downward dog. Think of curling your tailbone up, drawing your navel in. Let's extend the right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip. Big stretch here. And then step the foot forward in between your hands to the top of the mat and bring your palms onto the blocks on their highest level. And you can bring the blocks a little closer in here. As you inhale, you're going to drop the hips as low as you can get them. Open the heart. And exhale, straighten the front leg and fold on down. 2 more, really slow. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Pyramid pose as you fold. And now bend into that front knee once more. You're going to spin your back heel down parallel to the short edge of your mat. Come on up, warrior 2. Arms extend out as you bend into your front knee. You want to squeeze it open. Let's reverse, left hand down, right arm up. And into your extended side angle. Either letting your arm rest on your thigh, or you can bring the palm down to a block or down to the floor. Reach the left bicep along your ear, big diagonal line from the left fingertips all the way to your left foot. And circle the left fingertips down to the mat. Lift your back heel off the ground, and you can toe heel your right foot a little wider towards the edge of your mat so that both palms are to the inside of your leg. And then back knee can come down to the mat. We're gonna hang out here in lizard pose, 5 deep breaths. You have the option of coming down onto the forearms or onto some blocks. Just really melting the hips down. Try to release any tension from your neck and from your shoulders. Slowly lift back up onto your hands, and we'll find downward facing dog. Step the right foot back next to the left. Switching sides, left leg rises to the sky. Inhale. And step it through. Exhale. Find that lunge, come up onto your blocks, just so you have a little bit more space with this one. On the inhale, let the pelvis be heavy, open the chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg, push into the back heel as you fold. Really slow, 2 more. Moving with your breath, last one. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale to straighten that leg. And we're coming to warrior 2, so you can bend into that front knee. You can move the blocks off to the side a little bit. Spin your back heel parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. Push into the feet and let that lift you up. Warrior 2, squeezing that front knee open. Let's reverse. Right hand down, left arm up. Into your extended side angle. Left hand can maybe come onto a block, maybe down on the mat, or you can always prop yourself up on your thigh. Try to roll your right shoulder back. Into your lizard pose, right fingertips come down, lift the back heel up, toe heel the left foot a little bit over to the side before letting that back knee come down. And maybe coming down onto your forearms, only if that's okay for your hips, making sure it's not too much. 5 deep breaths here. And come back up onto the palms. Tuck your back toes under, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. And from this downward dog, let's come forward into your plank pose, lower all the way down to your belly. And you can move the blocks out, take a little Cobra, inhale, push into the palms, keep your elbows in and think of pulling your heart forward here. So really broadening through the chest, broadening through your heart. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Let's just take one more like this. Inhale to Cobra. Elbows in, super strong. And release. Tabletop pose onto hands and knees. From your tabletop stance, just make sure you're keeping your hips directly over the top of your knees. Take your puppy pose stretch. Walk your hands out in front of you. Melt the forehead and the chest down to the ground. Come back up, walk the hands back in. And from this tabletop pose, you're gonna kick your right heel up to the sky and drop your belly, lift your gaze. So there's a little bit of a back bend here. And you might just stay as you are. If you'd like to go further, you can lean on your right hand, reach your left hand back so you can catch a hold of the foot. And you wanna push the foot into the palm to lift up through the heart. You should feel a really nice stretch through your shoulder, through the chest, into the hip flexors. And very carefully let that go. Round and contract. We'll go to the other side. Kick your left heel up, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Little back bend here. And if you'd like, you can progress further. Hold on to the foot. Kick and lift it up. And very slowly release. Keep your toes pointed back behind you. Round and contract here. You can come up onto the fingertips. And we're gonna let our hips come all the way back to the heels. Bring your fingertips back behind you and see if you can lift the shins and the knees off the mat, stretching through the front of the feet into the ankles. Little ankle stretch, open through the heart. And let's release. Swing your legs out in front of you. And I'm gonna turn to face you guys over towards the camera. So you can bring your right foot in, extend your left leg out. So opening out wide like a straddle shape. Find your side bend first. So left hand goes down your leg, right arm extends up and go all the way over. Big side body stretch. Inhale to lift back up. Plant your right hand down, swing your left arm up and over as you lift the hips. And exhale, set your hips down. This time let's fold towards that left shin and left knee. Coming all the way up. Let's switch sides. Bring your left foot in, right leg out. Side bend first, left arm up and over. Try to roll your left shoulder back, lengthen out of your waist, pushing down into your sit bones. Coming on up, plant the left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Baby wild thing. Hips come down and face towards your shin, towards your knee as you fold on in. Lifting back up. Now, for these short classes, because we're not doing too much for too long, I like to end them in a closing meditation. You're welcome to lay down for Shavasana. We'll all get in a position that is comfortable, where we can close our eyes, lengthen the crown of the head up so the spine is tall and long, no compression anywhere. And simply observe, notice how you feel now, as opposed to when you first stepped onto your mat. We'll bring the palms together at the front of the heart. Find something to be really proud of within yourself. And bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this very quick, slow flow, full body stretch. I hope you feel really good. I have a few other 10-minute yoga flows on my channel. If you'd like me to do more of these, definitely let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Please do subscribe. I put out new content every single week. Thank you again. Namaste.